To be or not to be, that is the question. Everybody knows that line, right? Even in France, this nation of miscreants who never heard Shakespeare at school, at least not in my time. Être ou ne pas être, telle est la question. But who knows the next lines? I don't. I have to. I have to learn 10 lines of a famous monologue for tomorrow in English. The theater teacher has given us a trick. Associate the lines with personal memories or imagery, a way to link the text to my brain. Okay, let's try. To be or not to be, that is the question. For me today, the question was rather to die or not to die. To die, not to die, not to die. Yeah, serious. To be or not to be. To be or not to be. To be, to be, to be, to be. Be here and now. My mother. We are at a restaurant, in line at the movie theater, or entering the middle school where I go and she teaches French. Stand up straight. Shiny eyes. Strong jaw. Show some willpower. The more my mother tells me how to look present, the farther away I drift. Oh, Marion. She's a faraway princess, will say my grandmother. Yeah, very far away indeed. When I'm at middle school, I drop into the flying saucer-shaped lamps reflected in the window pane. And in my daydream, they are real flying saucers, coming to get me at last, because I was left on Earth by mistake. My people. Suddenly, a saucer lands in the yard, and I'm being sucked in, teleported. The teacher, of course, is so surprised by my sudden evaporation that she finally shuts up. The other students are in awe. Marion got chosen. Or sorrowful. We should have talked to her more often. And I can see all of them shrinking when I'm finally inside the saucer, leaving the planet. The saucer is full of aliens. They look a lot like human beings, except they're shiny. They're all males, and they all look like Anthony Perkins, whom I find especially attractive in middle school. Inside the saucer, they do experiments on me. What were they? I can't remember. In my memories, I am a bystander. I don't need to participate. I can just sit in a daze on the other side of the glass screen like a spectator. Unlike my mother. My mother's motto is, it's better to look mean than stupid. Il vaut mieux passer pour une vache que pour un con. She's easily offended and she picks fights with vendors and waiters. I ordered my ossobuco this morning by phone at 7:30. It was supposed to be ready by 11:30. It is now 11:35. And you're telling me that my ossobuco is not ready yet? Madame Lovinger, I'm sorry, we're running behind today. There are a lot of customers. So, what is the point of ordering by phone then? Oh, yeah, you know, I'm sorry, you will get your ossobuco in a minute. Yeah, I better. I'm actually tempted to go shop somewhere else. By the way, your filet mignon was not that tender last Sunday. Marion, you remember? I have nothing to do with this. I like your meat. I like you. From that day, I have a very hard time to say no when I shop. These shoes are too tight. Oh no, they're perfect. It's actually good news if they are too tight right now. The suit is very, very supple. It's going to widen a lot. So, do you want to keep the box? Yeah. Cash or credit? Credit? I know deep inside me that these shoes are too tight. But I'm like hypnotized into dropping a couple $100 just to please the vendor. Who has such fellow feelings for me right now. I'm his best friend. He's probably sorry that he didn't meet me before he met his wife. Of course, the feeling shifts as soon as I pay. And I leave the store sober and regretful. But I can also turn into an enraged bitch, especially if I feel ignored. I've been waiting 12 minutes for a fucking hot chocolate. I have to go to work. You're still taking orders, and nobody is making the fucking chocolate. Are you all alone here? Well, yeah. We are a non-profit. I'm doing my best. I'm having organic, fair trade, hand-picked cocoa beans, hot chocolate, for a price that my husband would not approve of. Next time, I'm gonna go to Starbucks. It's a disgusting corporation, but at least you get served. I am not having the chocolate. Give me back my $8. And behind me, my son. Maman, stop, Maman, you're nuts, Maman. I'm sure that he's smiling to the vendor behind my back. And I know exactly how he feels. To be like my mother, or not to be like my mother. It seems that my life is lived between those two extremes. To be or not to be, that is the question. Whether it is nobler in the mind to suffer. Nobler, noble, honor. A man's idea. Sounds like pride to me, with some violence implied. Noble, honor. Reminds me of my grandfather, Papi, my mother's father. His life was a mission. Honor and pride were his motivations. He was stiff like a soldier and inflated like a toad. Papi collected stamps. Every time we visited my grandparents, my sister and me, we had to endure his enumeration of his treasure. Look at this one with the Cheshire. It's a Moroccan soldier. Morocco 1923. I was there, you know. I was doing my military service in the Rif. I knew. Oh, the walks in the dunes. The sand wind. Heavy bag on your shoulder in the desert. Oh, I remember like it was today. Ah, we were men this time, real men. We were not chicken like the young men today. We were not afraid to shoot the Arabs. I hated him. I wonder, is it because I associate stamps with my grandfather that I seem unable to put a letter in the mailbox today? It can take weeks before I finally stick a stamp on an envelope, not mentioning how long it takes to address the damn thing. I think I've developed a phobia, an old male phobia. And I'm not sure about the spelling of male. One summer, my grandparents stayed with us, my sister and me, at my parents' house when my parents were traveling. I was 10. An ice cube tray went missing. Papi yelled at my grandmother, Mammy. My daughter entrusted me with her house. That house came complete with a precise number of objects in the cupboard. I will not give back your house to Colette with a missing ice cube tray. It would be like stealing. I am a man of honor. Think again. When did you see it for the last time? But Maurice, I never saw that ice cube tray. We can buy her a new one. Buy her a new one? I you sure know how to spend my money. You must have thrown it in the garbage by mistake. You are so dumb. I was in the living room, hunched on an armchair with a good view of the scene. A man of honor. Honor is about an ice cube tray. Honor is pale, stiff, ridiculous. That's what honor is. My grandfather was an engineer in the Paris water system, a high rank for the son of a poor gardener who had migrated from Brittany. He had worked his way up the ladder as he never missed an occasion to remind us. The work, only the hard work matters. Look at me. I was gathering leaves with my father, and now I have lunch with the Secretary of Water and Sewers. You have to work hard to succeed like me. I never want to have lunch with the Secretary of Water and Sewers. Papi didn't like me very much. He preferred my tomboy little sister. Bonjour, Marion. Come give me a kiss. Did you have good grades at school? Oh, and here's my little Christine. I'm a wimp. I wear orthopedic shoes, I have a retainer. I'm afraid of spiders, dogs, climbing trees, thunder and lightning, lighting up the stove, and I'm afraid of him. I'm amazed at my sister sitting on his lap and poking his blotchy face with her little fingers. Hey, Papi, you need an injection. Here, pick and here. Oh my God, I could never do that. One Sunday, we were at my grandparents' for lunch, and I was dreaming at the table. I was dreaming that I was traveling in faraway countries where I couldn't understand the language. And I was walking through the jungle with a handsome guide. He looked like Anthony Perkins. And I was a reporter. I had a camera and a tape recorder slung on the shoulder. And I was fit, I was fearless, I was a woman. So Marion, what do you want to do when you're a grown-up? Towards the end of the lunch, my grandfather, after 2 whiskeys, 4 glasses of wine, and 2 cognac. I want to be a journalist. A journalist? Journalists are the rats of the society. They are lazy and they can't even make a living. And anyway, you don't have what it takes to be a journalist. You are gonna be a teacher like your mother. I obeyed. I'm a teacher. For a long time, I took it as a curse. Not anymore. When he was 65, my grandfather retired because he was obliged. He sat by the phone all day long for weeks in his bathrobe, waiting for a phone call. You will see, Laurent and Vasnov are going to call me. They must be pulling their hair right now. They cannot work without me. They must be lost. The phone call never came. And my grandfather had a stroke. He was half paralyzed. He couldn't walk. He couldn't talk. But his mind was intact. He sat all day in an armchair in the care of my grandmother. So, would you like some cold water? Would you prefer a tea, maybe a soup? Oh, let me arrange your blanket. Yeah. Do you want a cushion under your feet? Oh, do you want to hear what Madame Paquet, the butcher's wife, told me? He died pretty quick.